Hi there, we are going to discuss the chapter number 5 of the book, What I Wish I Knew When I Was 20. The topic of the chapter is the secret sauce of Silicon Valley. Me, Anirban Pal, along with Anisha Nelluri and Nihal Reddy. The first experience of this chapter, failure is the way to success. We will get success if we consider on professional failures, academic failures, personal failures, according to the writer Tina Selig. First, professional failures, not paying attention and quitting too early. Like Tina Selig, everyone spends time to judge about organizations in their early life. People would like to judge corporate culture. We should pay more time on attention and less time making assumptions. Quitting too early. Sometimes we plan to run business, even start business. Sometimes we work for company when we feel it's hard when we try to quit it. Another thing is academic failures. In academic failures, not doing the best and relationship management. And Tina said, first 2 years of college, she did not put her focus into all his successes. He missed the chance to extract the most value from the classes she wants to get back. Another is relationship management. He had a challenging relationship with his PhD advisor. She wanted to spend a lot of time on teaching students, and her PhD advisor wanted her to stay more time on lab. Another thing is personal failures. Personal failures is avoiding conflicts and not listening to my gut. What is avoiding conflicts? Tina had an experience. She had a boyfriend. Both are conflict with their future plan. That's why she suggested avoid conflict among each other. And another thing is the not listening to my gut. This Lina had an experience. Sometimes we have experience like our friends and family members are sick and we have to go hospital. Some surrounding people suggest us don't need to go. You have tasks. You have exam. That's why Lina suggested you do according to your gut. Willing to take risks, differ from one person to another. There's another thing, different ways to utilize failure. There are 3 ways or more ways. We are going to focus on 3 ways: changing the name, experimenting until get success, get experience from workshop training. Changing the name. There is an example in 2008 Olympic Games. A lifter got victory after changing her name before the game. Before she was getting failure repeatedly, and when she got changed her name, she got a victory. Another thing, experimenting until get success. Think of a baby learning to walk. He or she starts out crawling and then failing before finally mastering the skills that as an adult we take for granted. As a child gets older, each new feat from catching a baseball to doing algebra is learned the same way by experimenting until we are finally successful. Another thing is get experience from workshop and training. Sometimes we have to face interview and we have to go workshop and training. Sometimes we got failure. So we should not consider failure as the obstacle. We have to consider this the success of the next opportunity. Learning from failure. People who spend their time on creative endeavors know that failure is a natural part of the creative process and are ready when it happens. Tinas learned from the Jeff Hawkins experience that failure is inevitable and that the key to success is not dodging every bullet but being able to recover quickly. When realizing a job is not a match, quit early, same as startup concept. If you're working for a company, if something goes wrong like a product or organization failure, it is failure of product or organization but not you. Taking risks. Sometimes we are fear to take risks. There are 6 primary types of risks: physical, social, emotional, financial, intellectual, and ethical. Taking new challenges in all domains requires a willingness to take risks and a high chance of failure. Each person can know types of risks they are willing to do if they can have self-reflection. If you take a risk and happen to fail, remember that personally you are not a failure. Conclusion. From this chapter, we can say this perspective will help us to get up and try again and again. Second things we learn from this chapter: if we fail by risking, never be disappointed and have to learn from the failures. Another things, and last not least, if you are not failing, then you are not taking enough risks. Thank you, everyone.